Hi friends, welcome back to Perfect Study channel. Now I will continue with the next set of data interpretation questions of CAT 1991, and on this top right hand corner I am giving the link of the playlist which will include the videos of the previous questions. So let's start. So in the previous video I had completed till question number 16 and here I am continuing from 17. This is a caselet question. Prakash has to decide whether or not to test a batch of 1000 widgets before sending them to the buyer. In case he decides to test, he has two options: use test 1, use test 2. Test 1 cost rupees 2 per widget. However, the test is not perfect. It sends 20% of the bad ones to the buyer as good. Test 2 cost rupees 3 per widget. It brings out all the bad ones. A defective widget identified before sending can be corrected at a cost of rupees 25 per widget. All defective widgets are identified at the buyer's end and penalty of rupees 50 per defective widget has to be paid by Prakash. Okay. So now the scenario is like this. Prakash has three options with him. Either he will not test, or he will do test number 1, or he will do test number 2. Okay. Now what are my questions? If there are 120 defective widgets in the lot, what should Prakash do? Next question, if the number of defective widgets is between 200 and 400, what should Prakash do? If Prakash is told that the lot has 160 defective widgets, if there are 200, so that is the pattern of our question. That means we have all the four questions, they want us to take decisions about testing based on the number of defective widgets. Now my decision will be based on what? I will obviously minimize my cost. That is by common sense. It need not be mentioned. Prakash will use that test, or he may not test in case the cost is minimum. That is our criteria. So let me assume that I have X number of, let me assume I have X number of defective widgets. X. If I do not go for any testing, that means I don't know whether my defective number of widgets is X initially. Who identifies? The buyer's end. Buyer identifies that there are X number of defective widgets. Now for these X number of defective widgets, I have to pay the penalty because I am not doing any correction, right? A defective widget identified before sending can be corrected. So before sending I have not done the testing. That means I don't know whether these are defective. Once the buyer identifies, there is no question of correcting. I simply pay the penalty. So here my cost will be 50 rupees per defective widget, means 50x. This is the cost of no correction. If I go for test number 1, what is my cost? So here my cost is equal to number 1, it's a testing cost. So Prakash is deciding on a batch of 1000 widgets. Now if he goes for testing, obviously he has to pay the testing cost for all the 1000 widgets. Okay, is it clear? We have not included here because obviously it is a not test. So when there is no test, I don't pay for testing cost, I pay only for my penalty. So my cost includes only the penalty. But here I have to pay for the test also. So how much will I pay? 2 rupees per widget is my test 1 cost. And for 1000 widgets, I will pay 2000 rupees. This is my testing cost. There is some more cost here. Now my number of defective widgets are X. Now please see here, out of X, 20% of the defective widgets go to the buyer as good. It's like this. I'm just showing the breakup here. 20% not identified, 80% identified. But whether identified or not identified, it is defective, which means on this 20%, if I cannot identify, at the end I will pay a penalty, and if I identify, I will do correction. Why should I pay penalty? That means on the 80% which are identified, that is 0.8x, on this 0.8x I have to do what? I have to do a correction. And what is my correction cost? It is 25 rupees per widget. So 25 rupees has to be paid for those ones which are identified. Then on this remaining 20% of x which are not identified but defective, I have to pay 50 rupees. That means what is my total correction cost? It is 2000 plus 25 into 0.8, that is equal to 20x, and this is equal to 10x. 20x plus 10x is equal to 30x. My total cost is 2000 plus 30x. Alright. Now let's come to test number 2. In test number 2 also I have to pay the testing cost. But what is my testing cost? Now it is 3 rupees per widget. That means 1000 multiplied by 3 rupees. It brings out all the bad ones. That means there is no question of any non-identification. Means for test number 2 I don't have to pay any penalty. So that means it will identify all the X number of defective widgets, and for every defective widget I will pay 25 rupees per widget as my correction cost. That means simply it will be 3000 plus 25x. This is my total cost for test number 2. Now let's come to the question. If there are 120 defective widgets in the lot, what should Prakash do? So if there are 120 defective widgets, here his cost will come to 6000, 120 into 50. If this is 120, you will get 3600 plus 2000, 5600. And here if you take 120, then this will be equal to 3000 plus 3000, 6000. That means he should go for test number 1, should use test 1 only. Next one. If the number of defective widgets in the lot is between 200 and 400, Prakash. So I will just bring the equation here. So here I have to test any number between 200 to 400. So simple, I will first check the lower limit, then if required I'll check the upper limit. If I take 200, this gives me 10,000, and here if I take 200, 6000 plus 2000 I get 8000, and here 200, 5000 plus 3000, 8000. So for 200 I have a tie in test 1 and 2, but this is straight away out. Now let me check for 400. So for 400 case in test 1 I will get 12,000 plus 2,000, 14,000, and here for 400, 10,000 plus 3,000, 13,000. So test 2 becomes cheaper. He should use test 2 only. Next, if Prakash is told that the lot has 160 defective widgets, what should he do? So for 160, this will give him 8,000. This will give him 4800 plus 2000, 6800, and this will give him for 160 4000 plus 3000, 7000. That means option A, use test 1 only. If there are 200 defective widgets in the lot, this is 10,000, 6 plus 2, 8,000, 5 and 3, 8,000. May use either test 1 or test 2 because the cost is same. Okay, so this was the caselet set for the CAT 1991 data interpretation, and how I hope you found it useful. So I'll end it here, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon, and please click on the like button if you liked it. Give your feedback in the comment section and check our Facebook group, link in the description box. Also, you can send me an email. My email ID is mentioned in the description box. I'll meet you in the next video with the next DI set. Thank you.